got a cute couple on our island. They make a cute couple. This is still going on. Hello there, everyone. How we all doing? Good, I hope. Thanks for joining me today. I'm a little unsure about this one. I keep popping over to the island to talk to Wardell, see if he's got any cool items for me. I'm getting low on Pocky though. Things are getting rough, but it's so pretty. Thought I'd share it with you. That's why it's there anyway. This video is going to be a bit of a mishmash. I don't mean for it to be that way. I'm still trying to stretch them out to at least 20 minutes and it's not working. I do a lot of running around and daily maintenance and things like that I just don't believe is interesting, you know? I record what I think might be interesting and then I end up, it's like, well, there's not much here, is there? Anyway, what we're going to be doing is flattening the island today. But first, I've got a couple things to show you. This took forever, but I caught is it a barrel eye? Man, oh man. I was giving up hope. But after about maybe an hour and a half, and then I caught this guy. Yay! So that's 2 more down in the fish category. You know, I've yet to see a tarantula. So here we are with our list, and it's coming along. It's being whittled down, but I keep saying I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it, and then I do. But look, it's pretty much full. So we have 6 more bugs, which are summer bugs, those fancy beetle types. And a tarantula, I've yet to see one. And then our fish, we've got 12 or 13 left. 5, 6, 7. 10 or 12, I can't remember. So, it's coming along. I catch what I can, and I try not to worry about it otherwise. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'm pleased with our results thus far. We just have to get to different months to collect the rest. And I'm trying not to overdo it in that regard. I don't know. I'm trying. But I did, in all this time, manage to get our miles up. So I think we're back to 60 Nook Mile tickets, which is okay. But hopefully we won't be going on any villager hunts for a while. I really don't feel like it. But that's where we're at, and I still have no idea really what I want to do. I'm sorry, I just have to show you these things. This just makes me so happy to have the island go from absolute nothing going on. They were all outside at certain times, but on their own, doing their own thing and bothering me. They just weren't, commingling, if that's the term, I don't know. And now, things have changed drastically. And there's a lot going on. There's a lot of conversations that I'm actually catching and getting nosy on. So I'm very happy about that. But as far as the island goes, my goodness, I have a bit of an idea for the shops and the museum. But I have to keep asking myself, have I done this before? And I don't remember. I'm just, my brain. So we have to get rid of everything. The water and the raised land. The area in the back, oh my gosh, there's just so many flowers. You're not going to believe what happened to the blue roses. And I've thinned them out twice. They were all behind that wall there, up at the top. and I just never paid it much attention. And I think I started, what did we have, like 12 or 16 blue roses? Got more than that now. So what I'm going to do is just run around and show you what we're working with. Everybody is on the beach except for me, and I do eventually move my house off of here as well, because this is the area I'm thinking about putting the shops. My idea, I'm not sure if it's going to work out, is I'd like to have the museum behind the resident services. I can't believe I got that right. But on a hill with waterfalls. I really like waterfalls. I don't want to not have them. And my other thought was to take that river there and connect it with the other one at the bottom on the other side. I just need to figure out how to snake it around. I did like this. I know I said I didn't. I was unhappy with the layout. But I did like this third tier. I do like rivers. I like waterfalls. I would like to maintain that. And I think I mentioned in the last video, I could use Nook Mile tickets to go to an island and hope that it has a third tier with a river on it to catch those rare fish. But it seems kind of pointless and silly to me to do that, considering I don't have all that many miles or tickets. If I could get the river up on my own island so that it does produce what I'm looking for, that would be great. But after going through all of that bait for more than 5 hours in, I think, 2 or 3 different days, and not catching anything at all. The only thing I caught was that cherry salmon that one time, and then that was it. It was over. So I don't mind time traveling. I do mind wasting resources, and I know the manila clams are unlimited, but making that bait is a drag. I'm really stuck. And I know there's a lot of trees and a lot of flowers. I keep thinning them out. And I keep telling myself you only need 2 or 3 each. But the problem I have with that is that when it comes to decorating, like the villagers' houses and the stores and the shop fronts, I'd like to put something down that's pretty. But that doesn't mean I can. See what I mean? I can grow them new. So I am getting in the habit. I'm throwing away bushes that I don't need. I'm chopping down trees. I've got a ton of fruit in my inventory. I can always plant more. And these money trees, I keep thinking, should I shake them or chop them down? Because I keep thinking about the Blossom Festival coming up, which I would really like this year to get those DIYs that I have never received in all the times I've played this game. So I have goals and I have initiatives. It's just implementing them as usual. I get so stumped. It's like, do I do it or not? Should I? And then I say, well, yeah, okay, we'll move on. We'll come back to that. And then I come back to that and I'm just as confused. I was like, well, what do I do? So this river here, I extended it, but you know what I'm talking about, where it comes out of the ocean. I'd like somehow to connect this one to the one up in the top right with the museum on a hill in mind. It's just not coming to mind. I also feel extremely guilty here for putting Plucky so far away from everybody else. I thought for sure, because she was the first one I plunked down. And then I moved forward on the beach, and no matter where I tried to put the house down, it kept saying, nope, it's going in the water. Nope, it's going on the ledge. Nope, it's going... Like, there's just as much room here as where I had put Plucky down, but it wouldn't let me. So I had to come all the way down to the pier, and she's way out there by herself. I feel bad. So I ended up putting my house here. And I was thinking about bringing Plucky down here as well, but she seems to be surviving. She's a tough old bird. Yeah, and that's about as far as I've gotten as far as planning. My biggest gripe with my brain is knowing how and where to put all the villagers. Do I put them close together in a nice cozy community? Do I separate them and give them all sorts of fancy stuff that they're never going to look at or play with or sit on or do anything with? I don't know. So I think I'm going to need a lot more time just staring and kind of moseying around my island and looking at the map and trying to decide from there. Now, as far as a color scheme or anything like that goes, at the moment, I'm just going to keep calling it vanilla core. I don't have... Yep, so here we go. We're going to chop everything down. I am not going to bore you with those details. I watched a couple of my past videos just to see which villagers I've had because I was getting a little confused. So I wanted to make sure my brain was in gear with that, and I'm pretty much right. Because it was bothering me, actually. It's like, I think I've had Lolly before, and I took her again. But I didn't. Anyway. Oi, so, okay, we're done. We have dug everything up. And yes, again, you're going to see flowers and trees and some bamboo. And that back area where I had my farm. I'm just so knocked out. We started this at 1 and it is now 6, and that's real time. And I was just pooped. I even took 2 breaks just to get my hand to rest. But it's all gone. All of it's gone. Well, there's stairs that need to come out. So, what was I talking about? Oh, I was watching old videos to see about villagers. I was afraid I had taken some repeats without realizing it. Yeah, here come the blue roses. That's 3 rows. It's like, well, we need to thin them out. And then the fruit trees. These can probably go, and I can keep the ones in the back. Got to get rid of all those bushes. I could chop down all those money trees and then wait until spring and plant some regular trees that will turn pink. The options are there. Oh, that's what's left of our little pond. The only flower I never throw away are my lily of the valley. That is not only my favorite flower in real life. I just love the way it looks, so I want to use those. So yeah, I'm thinking if I put the 2 shops on the right of this mall here where my house was, and then the museum behind the mall, resident services, then I'd have the whole rest of the island to take care of our villagers. But color schemes and stuff like that, vanilla core just means I do not have a membership, so I can't do those treasure islands, which I'd really like to do. I figured I would throw that out there to you guys. Are you Treasure Island fans or Treasure Island foes? My only problem with them is they make me nervous, and I'm afraid I'm going to do something wrong and everybody's going to hate me. I also don't quite know how they work. I have watched a couple videos, but I'm not too sure. So yeah, behind the resident services would be our museum, and then to the right of the resident services would be our 2 shops. Not sure where I would put the campsite yet, but I like to separate my campsite and give it a foresty type feeling, like it's out in the woods somewhere. I guess I'm being literal. Sorry. Okay, so back to the design aspects. I just don't think I should go with something specific because I don't have the ability to get all of these fancy schmancy items to do that. Especially the pathing. I can get, I'm pretty sure it's a 3-month membership for $12. I might be able to do that. I don't know. But the Treasure Island visiting is what's stopping me because that makes me anxious. But boy, what I wouldn't give to get a bunch of Nook Mile tickets on me. That would be fun. So that's what it looks like at present. It is flat as a pancake. There's nothing there. And the rivers have been pulled back. And those are my thoughts at the moment. I cannot tell you that it's going to stay that way. Because the more I stare at it, things might change in my head. But that is where I'm at the moment. I hope you like my idea and where this is going. I hope you're not too upset with me for having completely demolished the island either. I don't know, there was something about it that was just not sitting well with me. But I do thank you for sticking with me to the end and for your continued support of my channel. Have a great day. Bye-bye.